Hi there, I'm Thom Malone, really looking forward to the Winter Festival at Fairyhouse. And we start with the action on Saturday, which kicks off with the Jim Ryan Racecourse Services Beginners Chase. And what a way to kick off. It's on early in the morning at 11:30 a.m. But we have one of the potential stars of the season on show, with Monkfish making his chasing debut. Obviously winner of the Albert Bartlett at Cheltenham when last seen. Described by Patrick Mullins as probably the most exciting novice chaser at Close Sutton in a recent media day. So yes, he will probably not be the biggest price runner over the course of the weekend at Fairyhouse. But what a way to start. Monkfish will be a short price, but this could be a stepping stone to bigger and better things. Of course, race won by the stable with Carefully Selected last year. At noon, we've got the Ribo Ladies National Handicap Chase, and well, this could be a slightly sentimental one because I'm going with Hal Safari here, who is of course out of the great Sol Arena, who'll forever be associated with the Winter Festival at Fairyhouse, given she was a three-time winner of the Hatton's Grace herself. But Hal Safari hasn't been seen over fences since finishing fifth in a Grade 3 contest at Naas last year. Has been campaigned over hurdles since, but that shying away from fences has protected her handicap mark, and in here off a mark of 123, it will be a very fitting win for Hal Safari out of the great Sol Arena in our second race of the weekend. At noon, it's the Easyfix Equine Handicap Chase, and one I like here is Snugsborough Hall for the Liam Cusack Yard. We'll be looking to again gain compensation at the venue. Of course, at the Easter Festival in 2019 was run out of it late on. Obviously picked up compensation from the Jessica Harrington trained runner Impact Factor next time out, and comprehensively beating him at the Punchestown Festival. But I think Snugsborough Hall here, obviously the handicap isn't as kind to him this time round. He actually has to give Impact Factor a couple of pounds, but off a mark of 143 is very much looks the target for Snugsborough Hall in our third race of the afternoon there at 12:30. At 1:01, very specifically, we have the first of our graded races of the weekend, and it's the EBF Grade 2 Mares Hurdle. Of course, we got Concertista in here, who is the winner of the Mares Novices Hurdle at Cheltenham when last seen. And also Manila Melody, of course, went to a favourite for that race, was very disappointing, but was a graded winner here at Fairyhouse in the Sol Arena Hurdle last season. She'll be looking to atone for that run at Cheltenham last time out. Manila Melody has had a run as well this season, so she will have fitness on her side. It's a huge weekend for the connections, of course, same colours as Honeysuckle, Rachel Blackmore on board for Henry de Bromhead, and I think that Manila Melody can keep her good record at Fairyhouse intact and get the better of Concertista. Those two look to be well clear of the rest of the field at 1:01. At 1:36, we got a couple, 1:36 and then 2:11, the two divisions of the Maiden Hurdle. It's absolutely spectacular. The Kettles Country House supporting Fingal Ravens GAA Maiden Hurdle. Two divisions of that, of course, so unfortunate we can't have the GAA guys at Fairyhouse this weekend. But in the first division at 1:36, we got Gardaceau and the point-to-point buffs out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy. Back in January, he was the highest rated point-to-point winner in Ireland. He's since come into the care of JP McManus, but we've gotten to race 5 and we haven't mentioned a Gordon Elliott winner yet, so Gardaceau could get Gordon Elliott off the mark for the weekend. Like I say, really highly rated point-to-pointer. He was actually rated higher than MYLN and Ballyadam in the point-to-point sphere, but Gardaceau, hopefully he can get off the mark over hurdles at 1:36. And the second division of that race at 2 is an absolute cracker. We've got the half-brother to Brindisi Breeze from the Gordon Elliott Yard. That's Indigo Breeze, who was such an impressive winner at Thurles when last seen. And also, of course, we've seen at Fairyhouse on New Year's Day last year, Keskin Risk, who's since gone on to be sold for £370,000 following that win. So I think it's between those two. They'll probably be the top two in the market, and it wouldn't be a massive surprise to me if Indigo Breeze just gets the better of Keskin Risk, but these two look a long way clear of the rest. That's in the second division of the Maiden Hurdle there at 2:11. At 2:46, it's an intriguing handicap hurdle. That one over 2 miles and 3 furlongs. He got the likes of King's Alex in here. He was only got up £6 for that win at Navan last time out. That may have been a shade fortunate in this one. The Irish racing industry fundraiser for Children's Health Foundation Crumlin in memory of Pat Smullen Handicap Hurdle. Look, it's an 0 to 130. And perhaps the one that might be slightly well in here is Winging a Prayer from the Jessica Harrington Yard. Finished third in the novice event last time out, off a mark of 123 here. Yes, the mark of 130, but really and top weight in it is effectively off sort of 125. So Winging a Prayer here off a mark of 123 could do the business for Jessica Harrington, but obviously King Alex, the form horse in that race, the Handicap Hurdle, raising funds for charity. And we close out with a cracking bumper at 3:21. This one, it's the Willy Elliott Memorial bumper. So obviously Gordon Elliott will be very keen to win this race. He went close last year with Esquilane, who finished second, to Assemble with Appreciated in third. Of course, went on to be placed at Cheltenham. But Fiston des Isard, who was second here at Fairyhouse last time out, an expensive recruit from the point-to-point field, cost £255,000. Jamie Codd on board for Gordon Elliott in those Noel Moran colours, and well, Fiston des Isard looks to be the one to take a race that's very important to the Gordon Elliott Yard, of course, named after his late uncle. A reality check, the obvious danger for Willie Mullins, but I think Fiston des Isard will close out day one of the Winter Festival at Fairyhouse with a winner for Gordon Elliott, and what could be a huge weekend for him.